Good morning, class, or good afternoon. Did you guys miss my videos? Because I missed you. Okay, so today we're starting with Unit 7, Transformations. There are 4 transformations that we're going to learn. Today we learned translations, where we slide back and forth, up and down. Today's video, we're going to learn reflection. Tomorrow we will learn rotation. And the next week we'll learn dilation. So there are 4 types of transformations of shapes, okay? So reflection is basically what you know. It reflects, like what you do when you look at yourself in the mirror. You're reflecting. So it's opposite image, okay? So reflection I think of as a flip, because you're flipping it, right? When you look at yourself in the mirror, your face is flipped, okay? So let me give you an example of how we reflect images across the y-axis or the x-axis. Say I have this triangle in quadrant 3. Remember, this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and I want to reflect it across the y-axis. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to reflect it across the y-axis. Reflect across y-axis. Now, we're going to do both ways. We're going to reflect across x-axis and y-axis. We're going to do this first. And the first thing I want to do is this triangle in the third quadrant is my pre-image. It's my real image, my OG image, okay? Alright, so I just labeled the points here. Remember, x comes first and then y. So A is -3, 2, B is -3, 5, and C is -5, -5. Remember, you always want to do the x first and then the y. X and then the y. Alright, now I'm going to do the image after I reflect it. So I'm going to reflect it across the y-axis. Basically, remember this is the y-axis. Think of folding the paper across the y-axis. So I'm going to fold the paper in half, long ways, and whatever I land on, it's my reflection, right? So imagine you're folding this paper across this y-axis. I'm going to land, A is going to land right here, so I'm 3 away here. So I know this is hard to see. I'm 3 away here, so I'm going to be 3 away here, and that's my new A. I'm call that A prime. Remember, that tick mark is prime, meaning it's the reflection. It's the image now, okay? And then B will be below it, 3 units down, B prime. And then C is going to be 2 units this way, so we're going to go the opposite way, 2 units, so this is C prime. So we have this image here. Whoops, I went a little too far. Let me erase that a little bit. So we have, yikes, so we have B prime there, and then 2 units over is C prime. So right there. Okay? So we have A prime, B prime, C prime. So if I folded that paper over, it would land right there. That is my new image, and we're going to label that A prime, which is now 3, -2, B prime, which is 3, -5, and C prime, which is 5, -5. And as you can see, the only values that changed were the x values. The y values stayed the same. Do you see that? It stayed the same. The x values, what happened to the x values? Well, if they were positive, it all turned negative. As you can see, -3 turned to +3, -3 turned to +3, and -5 turned to +5. So that's what happens when you reflect across the y-axis. Your x values change, not your y values. Let's do the other way where we reflect across the x-axis. So we just reflected across the y-axis. Now we're going to reflect across the x-axis. If we're going to reflect across the x-axis now, this is the x-axis right there. We're going to pretend like we're going to fold that paper that way, right? So if we fold that paper that way, what's going to happen? A is going to end up right there. And the reason I know that is because if you see, it's 2 units to the x-axis, so I'm going to go 2 units up. And then B is going to be 1, 2, 3 up from A. So I'm going to go 3 up from A and put B there. So this is my B prime, A prime. And C is going to be, if imagine yourself folding the x-axis is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot there. That's C prime. And here is my new triangle. Bam! So if I folded my paper across the x-axis, that's what's going to happen. You can sit there and fold it if you want. I just can't fold it on this iPad, so it'll be a little bit hard. Alright, so let's label my new A, new B, new C. So A prime is now, hold on real quick. A prime is now 2, I'm at -3, 2. -3, 2. B prime is now -3, 5. And C prime is now -5, 5. Now what happened? Now my x values didn't change, but my y values changed. Think about y, okay? So my y values, as you can see, they all turn the opposite sign. And my x values stay the same. That's what happens when we reflect across the x-axis. I'm going to ask you why tomorrow. But let me have you do it. Try it. 1 second. Alright, here's my pre-image. This quadrilateral ABCD. I want you to reflect across the x-axis. So you're going to fold it across this axis. And then I also want you to fold it across the y-axis and tell me the new image. Write down the new image, okay? And it should be written as A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. And then on newspaper paper, you're going to do over the y-axis. Alright? I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I have a new word for you. New word is 피곤해. This means you're tired, which I will be tomorrow because I have had so little sleep. 피곤해. Tired. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great super day.